Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. A great night for baseball ahead on the show. It's the Cleveland Guardians taking on the New York Yankees. All right, Singy, let's talk about the man on the mound. He has been lights out lately.
You're not kidding, Boog. I mean, look at these stats. He's got hitters guessing on every pitch. I'm excited to see if he can maintain his dominance in this one.
All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. All right, ready to go here. So in now for Cleveland, number 15. Bunting for a hit. Chisholm. One out in the top of the first. Singy, it was close. Looks like they want a second to review it and possibly challenge the call if they think he beat the throw.
Yeah, they might challenge it just to kind of roll the dice, you know, Boog, and perhaps maybe they see something different as they get a look at some different angle.
Here's Lane Thomas now. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Rodon, a former All-Star. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, a curve, and occasionally uses a cutter. Towards first. Steps on first for the out. Here's the Guardians lineup now. And so far this year, this has not been a very good offense.
Well, in this day and age, if you can't slug and get on base, that OPS has to be at a certain level. If you're going to produce runs, give your pitchers an opportunity as they're facing tough offenses as well.
Steven Kwan, the next to hit, takes ball one. 2 outs, base is empty. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And puts the squeeze on that one. And that'll do it. Guardians nothing, Yankees coming to bat. This is Guardians baseball on the show, Ohio. We go to the bottom of the first. Here's Paul Goldschmidt. Just missed. Bieber was recently named pitcher of the month for some outstanding work on the mound. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball.
No question that he earned that pitcher of the month award, Boog. He was just dominant. String together enough of those and you can expect some other hardware on the mantle.
Fires across the diamond. One gone, bottom half of the first.
Batting second.
As we take a look now at the New York Yankees lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Paul Goldschmidt.
Yeah, Boogie's hitting better than 300. Just doing a great job of putting the bat on the baseball. You know he's seeing it well. You know he's trusting his hands. Just seems to be like he's in a groove all the time. And I know that's a great feeling. I had it at stretches in my career, but a big lift for his teammates to have a guy like this in the lineup.
Foul ball, still 0-2. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and it falls.
Batting third, the right fielder.
And now big number 99, Aaron Judge, drove in their only run in last night's game. That's a little bit low.
Well, this is a big-time matchup right now, and stop what you're doing, folks. Watch this because you have two of the game's best going, a Cy Young candidate and an MVP candidate.
Ramirez quickly to second for one. On a nailer, they get 2. We head to the second from the big ballpark in the Bronx. No score. Second inning set to go. Here's Jose Ramirez. Rodon back to work. Hit hard on the ground is short. Slings to first and quickly one away in the second.
Batting fifth, the first baseman, number 22.
Here's Josh Naylor.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Way out front for strike 2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
And a curve is down and in. No score here in the second. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider down and away, it's just kind of a slow death. With 2 strikes you're looking to protect, and halfway to the plate, you know you've committed, and you know you're going to have no chance of touching it. I'll tell you what, sometimes you just have to tip your cap.
Ball 2.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
We're down to 3-0. Swinging a foul straight back.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
This one popped up. Rice should have this one. Corrals it. And that'll do it. Back at Yankee Stadium. Bottom half of inning number 2. Jazz Chisholm Jr. now. That one down the line. And it goes just foul. Into the outfield, base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Love how he let that ball travel, trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
0-1.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Kwan heads after it. Puts it away for the out. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. Knee high, that's in for a strike.
Throughout history, the fastball down has been the most successful pitch. Guys can handle a little bit better.
Runner on the move. Strike in there. And that's a stolen base, not even close.
You know what? I like the aggressiveness right there. It looks like it's going to be tough to score in this one. Really good pitching so far. So why not try to put some pressure on them and see if you can steal the bag, get into scoring position.
One out and a runner at second here in the third and final game of the series. Misses. And the count 1-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball still a 1-2 count. In the air, left field, down the line. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
As an outfielder, it can be easy to take it for granted that you're just going to catch that routine fly ball because you do it over and over again. You feel like you can do it in your sleep, but it doesn't take a whole lot to screw it up. Right there, I think he was looking ahead to making a strong throw back in with the runner tagging and just didn't look it in all the way.
Next offering is in for a strike. And that one fouled off.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Chisholm, the runner at third. Dominguez at second with one away. That misses the zone. Now 2-2.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
Two on, one out. And it remains 2-2. Comes up empty as he chases that one in the dirt. Ow. 2 away now after the drop third strike. But no advance from the runners.
Well, they get a big strikeout there, and that was a nice job behind the plate to complete the out at first while keeping those runners at second and third. That could have turned out way worse for the defense.
Here comes Cody Bellinger. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. 2 on, 2 outs. And fouled off. Next pitch is outside. Got him swinging. Huge strikeout there.
A lot of adrenaline, we can see it right there, and sometimes you just got to let it out. That's an outstanding job of taking that, executing, and getting out of a tough inning.
Let's take a look at the pitcher of the month. He's been outstanding of late.
Noel.
Off the mark there. Ball 1. Rodon, multi-time All-Star, 32 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2014. Rodon ready. Here comes.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. And he'll be safe at first. So up next, Kyle Manzardo. Hitless in the series so far. He's 0 for 7. And he swings and misses at the initial offering.
0-1's the count.
Top of the third, no score. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Next one misses, and a count 1-2. And that's outside.
That's just out.
Runner at first with no outs here. Swings and misses. Well done behind the dish. Daniel Schneemann, the next to hit.
It's been a tough stretch for him at the plate. Just 1 hit in his last 5 games.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
0-1.
Man at first, 1 away. Oh, can't get out of the way of the fastball, and that's going to sting. So the batting order turns over. Here's the Cleveland leadoff hitter. He's 0 for 1. Shortened the bunt and missed it. 0-1. And it's strike 2.
0-2.
To the right side. Tosses to first. Awesome play there.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Here's Lane Thomas. Yeah, don't need much damage here. Just a base hit. Likely will score 2. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Cut on and lifted in the air, and it stays fair. 1 run's in. Another comes in to score, and they take a 2-run lead. And he's safe at second with a 2-run double. Stephen Kwan digs in now. Fly to left his first time. Hit on the ground to the right side. Takes it himself. They limit the damage here. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. It's now a 2-0 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back. Let's take a look at how the series has played out so far. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
Tapped softly on the ground. Now the throw to first on the run. In time. Got him.
Deceptive slider right there. Stayed in the tunnel a long time. Got that hitter out front, rolled over it, put it on the ground.
Back to the top of the lineup. Paul Goldschmidt will climb in. In there at the knees.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. They got it for out number 2. 2 down, base is empty. Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Out to center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Nothing across here. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Jose Ramirez. Check swing, he held up, and that is ball 1. Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
1-1.
He got away with one there, but he knows he can't go into that spot very often against a guy like this.
Next offering is in for a strike. Battling here as he fouls it away. That misses the zone. Ball 2.
This guy's a fun guy to watch taking at bat. He just battles up there. He doesn't take a pitch off at all. Makes it so difficult on the pitchers out there. You can tell they get frustrated with how long it takes to put him away.
Base hit. Now he turns and heads for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Everything came together for him. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it.
No.
Absolutely smoked that ball.
And up next for Cleveland, Josh Naylor. Struck out swinging his first time. Swing and a miss. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
Ramirez leads off second with nobody out. Hit in the air, center field. Bellinger settles under this one. Hauls it in for the out.
Now batting, catcher.
Here's the catcher to hit, David Fry. 0 for 1 so far. And that is cut on and missed. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
That was a certain point where you have to commit to what you think you see, and he guessed wrong right there. Nasty slider with just terrific bite at the end.
And a swing and a miss. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. Well, that'll boost the swing and miss rating. He blew him away on 3 pitches. He didn't have a chance.
Yeah, Boog, a dominant strikeout for sure, and he just looked overmatched at the plate. You know, as a hitter, when you swing and miss 3 times in a row, you feel like you've got a hole in your bat. You definitely start to question yourself.
John Kenzie Noel digs in for the Guardians.
Nope.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Runner at second, 2 down. Top half of inning number 4. Fought off foul. Late on that fastball.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat. Drive in that run. You may not have another runner in scoring position the rest of this ball game.
Man at second. Just
That's
missed.
Boog, I'm not sure how he took that right there. I mean, that was an incredible 2-strike pitch.
Count full.
Kyle Manzardo next to bat for Cleveland. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Wells down to first, and it's in time for the 3rd out. Bottom of the 4th. Now it's the right fielder, Aaron Judge. First pitch just misses.
You know, these Yankees, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today.
Misses outside, and that's ball 2.
And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
On the ground to short. Sends it to first, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air. Makes the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
Hard hit right side. And that quickly 2 away. And up next for New York, Ben Rice. And that drops in for a strike.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
0-2.
Just misses. And the count is 1-2. 2 down, nobody on. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Jason Dominguez stepping in now for the Yankees. And that one clips the corner.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
Late that time, and it's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And the count's even at 2.
That's when you always want as a pitcher, down at the knees, and it looks to me like he's barking. That's a strike. Doesn't change the call, but sometimes it helps to let that frustration out a little bit.
And a good eye there.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Not what he wanted to do there, Boog. That keeps this inning alive and gives this offense a good chance to cut into their deficit.
Wells up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Right through there for a strike. Rice, the lead runner, out at second. Dominguez at first, 2 out of the inning. The next pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Up the middle. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 are left. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point.
Manzardo.
Rodon back to work. Swings through that one, out in front that time.
The count.
And that's in for a strike. That misses, and that's ball 1.
0-2 pitch that far out of the zone gives the hitter a little confidence that maybe he can climb back into this at bat.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Dominguez pulls that one down, and there's 2 away. Now it's the shortstop. Ball for 2 in this one.
Simpson.
Trying to bunt his way on. Chisholm safe at first, and an infield single keeps the inning going.
It doesn't surprise anyone when he gets on base by dropping down a bunt. I mean, this is just the latest example of him using his speed to his advantage and showing off his skills with the bat. That was very nice.
Lane Thomas will make his way to the plate. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that extends his lead for the most stolen bases in baseball.
You know, nights like this when it seems harder to score, I like the call to put him in motion and try to steal the base. Ball's not carrying, no home runs so far, so trying to manufacture some offense like this may be the way to go.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Coming home. He'll score easily, and it's an RBI single. It's 3-zip.
Oh, here we are, 3rd time through the order, and this is where we see the OPS jump up. Manager might have to go to the bullpen a little bit sooner than he anticipated.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Here goes the runner. That's it for a strike. Throw to second. He's safe. Two outs. Breaking ball misses down and away. Movement in the Yankees pen. Scott Efros, the young right-hander, up and throwing. Cousins, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Pitch misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Runner at second, 2 down. That one misses, and the count is 3-1.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
That's out to center field. Bellinger under it. Makes the grab, and that is that. But the RBI single pushes across a run. It's now 3-0. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And here comes Bellinger. That one fouled off.
You know, these Yankees just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. Chasing pitches has been a big part of the story. We've seen it quite a bit today. It's been tough for them to make contact at times, and it just doesn't look like they're seeing it very well as a group.
Just off the inside edge.
And on the mound, you know confidence has to be pretty high with all of the swings and misses. He's had them eaten out of the palm of his hand pretty much all game.
And that one is inside. And a swing and a miss. That K is his third of the game.
We're going to take a look at the pitch sequence of that at-bat. And the thing to notice are the pitch locations. Every single one of them on the edges of the strike zone. And as a hitter, that can be pretty frustrating because you don't expect a pitcher to be able to make quality pitches one after another like that. And so those are tough spots to do damage, and a great demonstration of pitch command, and it got him a punch out that time.
Bieber ready to fire now. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Thomas under it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. 2 away now.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Goldie in the box again. Takes a strike.
Now this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Up the middle and he knocks it down. Still able to get it there in time. And they come away with an out after a tricky.
Pitching for the Yankees.
We're back and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Scott Efros.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Ramirez at the plate for the 3rd time as he comes up empty there. And that one fouled off. The 0-2. Ramirez tries to check his swing. Now a look to third. Nope, he held back. That one misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. In time, and the drop third strike leads to the 1st out. Josh Naylor getting ready to hit. On the ground, finds its way through, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single. And now David Fry.
Struck out on just 3 pitches last time.
And there's a ball. Efros, in his 4th year, he features a slider, a sinker, a 4-seamer, and he works in a changeup. Swings through that one for strike 1. Activity in the bullpen for the Yankees. Luke Weaver getting ready to go. And delivers outside.
Pretty easy to give up on that pitch right there. Started on the edge of the plate with the spin. You know it's going to finish well off the plate.
That misses. 3-1 now. Swing and a high fly ball, well struck. Back there. Going, gone. his 4th home run of the season, and they add to the lead. It's 5-zip.
He hasn't been at his best at the plate these last few games, so this could end up being an important home run for him. Maybe it's a sign of more to come. Well, he almost robbed the home run right there, and I tell you what, he'd love another crack at it. During batting practice, you always like to work on that, and so close, but that one was just out of his reach.
Jhonkensy Noel digs in for the Guardians. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1's the count.
Still only one out here in the inning. And there's a foul ball. Oh, 0-2 now. And a swing and a miss. Beat him with a fastball.
Well, they've had a great plan of attack for him tonight. I mean, finding all the holes in his swing and his approach, just frustrating for him up there. You strike out a guy 3 times in a game, I think that guy's got to go back and really study some video with his hitting coach, figure out how they're beating him, make this adjustment really quick, because word will get around the league in a hurry.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Changeup right there, just pulled the string.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Cleveland with a pair on this blast. And the lead is now 5. Welcome back as we take a peek at the starting pitching so far this year.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
That misses. 1-0. And it finds its way through for a hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Around first and hustling for second. In safely. It's a double and his second hit.
Multi-hit game for him now, and with the lack of results he's been having lately, I'm sure he's feeling some relief. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
Now it's Aaron Judge up to the plate. That misses, and that's ball 1.
Well, here's a good opportunity in this inning to get on the scoreboard after that leadoff hit, and hardly order coming up right behind him. This is where they need to get going.
It's in and out of his glove. Still manages a throw, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. So now it's the 4-hole hitter, Jazz Chisholm Jr. 1 for 2. Strike 1.
Probably the best one we have seen. Throwing it where he wanted to, have a nice tight spin to it, and a teaser just off the edge of the plate.
Swing and a foul out of play. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. And misses inside. Checks his swing, appeal to third, and that's going to be ruled a swing. And here's the first baseman, Ben Rice. There's the strike.
That curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get ahead, account with it, and he's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Ground ball up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. Cabrera around third. He'll score. It's an RBI single. It's 5-1. Now it's the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. Swing and a ground ball. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. So 1 run in the inning on this base hit. It's now 5.
Now pitching for the New York
Welcome
Yankees.
back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound. Luke Weaver.
Luke.
He last pitched 2 days ago.
Weaver.
Schneeman, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. And a foul ball. And the righty deals. That one missed.
What's a good pitch there?
2 balls.
Really had
2
some
strikes.
run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Luke Weaver, the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
One down, base is empty, and he lays down a bunt. Rice. Well, Singy, that was really nice looking. Able to get it down and in a good spot.
And he makes it look easy. Bat angle was perfect. Barrel stayed above the hands. Could almost walk to first.
1 down. Here comes Lane Thomas.
Time out.
Looks like a pinch hitter for the Guardians. Will Brennan. Runner on first with 1 down for him. Here comes the pitch. Runner breaks for second. Pitch in for a strike. Throw safe. And that's another stolen base for the league leader. Chris, there aren't many players faster than him, and StatCast demonstrates that for us right here.
Yeah, it breaks down the data for us on a close play, and that top speed is about as fast as we've ever seen, Boog, and clearly it was the difference maker on that play.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Coming home. He will score, and it's an RBI single. It's 6-1.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Wasn't able to elevate that one, but he sure hit it hard enough to get through the infield. There's not a whole lot of time for the defenders to react and try to make a play when it's ripped like that.
So digging in, Stephen Kwan. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. That one finds the zone. Strike 1.
0-1.
Brennan at first, 1 gone. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Lead runner holds at second base. First and second with 1 down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
2 on, 1 out. Now the third baseman, Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3. Two on, 1 out. Tap foul at the plate. Just missing there. Now 1 and 2.
His understanding of the strike zone, very impressive. That was a very close 0-2 fastball. I just don't know how you take that.
Pitch misses there. It's 2 and 2. Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. Swings through it for the K. Nothing happening on the bases, though. Stepping up for the Guardians, Josh Naylor. That's off the mark. Ball one. Traffic on the bases with one already in here in the top half of inning number 7. And that is out of play. Foul ball there. Two on, 2 outs. That's
Ball
too
two.
low. And it's 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Well, he's desperately looking for that swing and miss. He's going to have to just change speeds a little bit, try to move it around, create just a little bit of illusion at the end.
Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single, and this is now a 6-1. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary. And that one a little below the knees. Ball 1. Fastball for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
This ball's chopped on the ground. Throws to first. 1 up, 1 down. Bellinger up to hit. Who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 7th. Outside with a breaking ball. That's inside.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
That's ball 4. Trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Man, that's a tough one to take on the full count, but I guess he saw it really well. It's a really nice plate appearance.
That one ripped. That's a hit. And now 2 aboard.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Recognized the break on that pitch early, and that allowed him to keep his front shoulder in. You know, it's easy to bail on those front door breaking balls, but a great
Manager out of the dugout now, and he will make a move to dip into the Guardians bullpen. That's it for Shane Bieber.
Pitching for the
Hunter
Guardians.
Gaddis on to pitch out of the pen
Number
here.
33.
And he's got a nice lead to work
Hunter
with, so he should come in
Gaddis.
throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Goldie stands in now and watches strike 1.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Bellinger at second. Volpe at first. One gone. That missed
One
by a
ball,
lot.
2
1
strikes.
and 2 to count. Swing and a miss. Struck him out at a slider, and there's 2 gone. Oswaldo Cabrera will hit next. Off
Ball,
the
that's
plate,
out.
and that's ball 1. First and second, 2 down. Line drive, brings it in for the 3rd out. Yanks strand a pair.
Now pitching for the New York Yankees.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to
Number
start the 8th.
61.
Jake Cousins.
Jake.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleed and keep the
Cousins.
score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
And that gets down for a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Wastes no time there. Nice line
Now
drive to
batting,
the pull
the right
side.
fielder,
Met it out
John
front, but
Kennedy.
just stayed through it nice
Noel.
enough and ripped it into the outfield.
So in now for Cleveland, John Kenzie Noel. 0 for 3 in this one. First pitch, and that's in for a strike.
You know, these
0-1's
Guardians
the count.
doing a good job of putting the ball into play, and that makes things more challenging on the defensive side. They're up to double-digit hits. It's as a team, and if it seems like they haven't been barreling up the ball, you're right. Half of their hits haven't even been considered hard hits.
Comes up empty.
And you know, Blue and lasers, they both count the same, so we know there's zero complaints about double digits in the hit column, no matter how it happens.
One ball.
Next offering way off the plate. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Booth, get back on track. His team needs him.
Manzardo now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
He's had a tough day at the plate. 3 strikeouts already. It's hard not to think negative, but you got to find a way to somehow center up the baseball and put it in play.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs one more out.
The 0-1. Tapped out in front of the plate. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Here comes the skipper.
Pitching for the
First
Yankees,
and second, 2 outs.
Number 56.
Here's the shortstop at the plate.
Mark Leiter Jr.
Bunting for a hit. Barehand grab to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Now batting, the center fielder, Will Brennan.
2 outs, bases full. Now the number 2 hitter, Will Brennan. Just missed. Two outs. Line and a base hit into right. 1 run across. Now a long throw home. Not in time. He's safe at the plate. And they're pulling away up by 7 now.
Stringing them together, that's 3 hits in a row. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Stephen Kwan digs in for the Guardians. Smoked into left, base hit. 1 run is in. Here's the throw to the plate. And he's out. Up, down, and that ends the inning. So they get 3 runs on 5 hits. No errors and 1 left on. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Guardians 9 and the Yankees 1. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming
Yankees,
schedule.
The right fielder, Aaron Judge.
Gaddis back to work. That's in for a strike. And Judge spoils that one. Got him looking. Not sure about that call. Pitcher might have gotten a friendly strike 3. Here's the second baseman, Jazz Chisholm Jr. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike. And ball 1. The Guardians up big in this one. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Outside with a breaking ball. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. Back up the, that got him. Whips it to first on the run. And it beats him. What a play. Sam Hentges, ready or not, in the game now after the injury. 31. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Hentges.
And now the first baseman, Ben Rice. And that one is downstairs. 1-0.
Ball 1, no strikes.
That clips the corner. Foul ball. That one down the line, and that's just foul. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Yanks held in check. They trail it big. It's 9-1. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
I'm game.
Were we on script?
Never.
Singy, one of the biggest ways the game has changed, bullpen arms. So many elite level bullpen arms.
Yeah, and I'm glad I'm not playing anymore. I mean, it's just a nightmare. When that door swings open out of the bullpen, you know what's coming in is 95 and above with at least one nasty pitch.
He swings and fouls one off. Swing and a miss. And a count is 0-2. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Jonathan Loaisiga up and throwing. Hamilton also throwing. Got him swinging.
Oh, that's pretty much the dream two-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Fry stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. Right through there for a strike. The other component is you get less viewings of a specific pitcher. So your ability to go to school on one guy, you maybe get 2 looks at him, and then he throws to first in time. And that is that. So bottom of the 9th, digging in is the switch hitting outfielder, Jason Dominguez. That's to third. In plenty of time to first, and the leadoff man retired here in the 9th.
The catcher, number 28.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. Late swing, foul to the left. Close, but called the ball. And now it's even 1-1. And it's fouled away. Base is empty, one away here in the last half of inning number 9. Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining. Here's Cody Bellinger.
A walk and a pair of strikeouts.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Henches, 28 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2014. 2 down, nobody on. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Got him, and that's the ball game.
This is a huge win to take this series on the road before heading back home. You go home feeling good about yourselves. You've got some good momentum, but at home you also have a higher expectation to play well. So they're going to have to maintain the focus because those fans are expecting a lot.
9-1 is how it ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long. Live from Cleveland, this is Progressive Field. The start of the weekend is upon us. It's Friday evening baseball on the show. It's the Houston Astros taking on the Cleveland Guardians. Well, Singy, he's been really up against it lately. Major struggles at the plate, but perhaps today he gets it going again.
Yeah, Boog, he needs to find his rhythm out there and just simplify his mindset in the box. I know it's easier said than done, but you just got to see the ball, hit the ball.
First pitch coming at you right after the break. So just about set now. Towing the slab in today's game, Gavin Williams.
Well, Boog, something of interest to me is that this guy's really struggled when working out of the stretch, pitching with runners in scoring position. So the key for him is to attack hitters, try to get ahead in the count, and limit allowing runners on base. And if he can do that, I think that will help him to avoid those situations. Now, at some point, he's going to have to deal with them. And I think it's just one of those mental things that he's going to have to overcome.
Jose Altuve leading things off and takes a strike.
First pitch, 7-10.
And that's down and away.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. Naylor collects, fires to first. In time to get him. One away in the strikeout.
Well, oftentimes that's the pitch he's trying to set off, the curveball. He'll lean on it pretty heavily, so you got to be expecting it, look for it, and sell out so you don't miss it when you get it.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. This one in the air, center field. Brennan sizing this one up. He's got it, and there's 2 away. Now we check out the Astros lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup is a bit unusual against a right-handed pitcher.
Yeah, Boog, certainly bucks the old conventional wisdom, and I'm not sure I see the vision from the manager on this one. You're not exactly putting your players in the best situation to succeed when you roll out a lineup like this. Maybe they've seen something on video that tells them there's a weakness to exploit. Perhaps that's it.
And that one finds its way through. And that keeps the inning going.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. We've all seen the defensive shift make a big difference in defending against pull hitters, but it's not foolproof. He pulled it as expected, but he found a hole that time.
And first offering is fouled off. Alvarez off of first with 2 away. Ball 1 there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And a swing and a miss. That ends the frame. So the Astros leave 1, and now the Guardians will see what their bats can do in a scoreless ball game. You're watching Cleveland Guardians baseball on the show, Ohio. Bottom of the first, and stepping in is the speedy number 15.
Chandler Simpson.
And he bunts, but that's a foul ball. Shortened the bunt and missed it.
No ball,
and the count
2
is
strikes.
0-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And now the center fielder, Will Brennan. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
0-1's the count.
1 out, bases empty. Next offering is fouled back.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
And that one misses up and in. Going to count 1 and 2.
2 strikes.
Out there to center. A dive, and he can't haul it in.
Boog, I don't think that pitch would have been called a strike, but he did such a nice job of pulling his hands tight to the body and just getting enough of the barrel on it to be hard enough back up the middle for a knock.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan.
He struggled to make contact lately, striking out nearly twice in each of the last 5 games.
0-1.
The pitch.
1 ball.
In the dirt. Man at first, 1 away. And a liner out into right center for a base hit. And they'll have runners at the corners after a 1-out single.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. A lot of hitters tell themselves line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And a dangerous hitter coming to the plate. Now the 4-hole hitter for the Guardians. Jose Ramirez.
Inside, ball 1.
Just missed. Runners are at the corners, 1 away. On the ground, could be 2. To Pena at second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. Second inning coming up from Progressive Field. No score. Back here in Cleveland, here's the third baseman, Isaac Paredes. Williams back to work. On the corner at the knees for a strike. Line drive, caught.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
So next up for Houston, Jeremy Pena. On the ground right side and foul ball. Pena launched a homer in his most recent game. Swing and a pop-up foul at a play off to the right side. That'll find the stands. Lined, and that's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Batting 7th, catcher, Yainer Diaz.
And stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. Known for his rocket arm behind the plate. Fastball for a strike. Pena, the base runner at first with 1 out. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw to second.
That goes to show you stealing a base is a tough thing to do and far from a sure thing, even with big-time speed. It's not easy to catch him, but that was a great catch and throw. Quick, not rushed, and accurate.
And a swing and a miss. And that's that. Astros are down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Josh Naylor. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
This guy's usually not one to chase pitches off the plate, but he did there. We'll see if he can tighten up his zone a little bit.
Oh, 2 now as he swings through it.
0-2.
Carl Dixon doing the umpiring behind the plate.
And Boog, I'm not sure if it's because he sort of sets up higher than most, but one thing to be aware of with Dixon is the high strike. Not usually a big deal because most players are swinging at pitches up there, but we may see some surprise looks from hitters from time to time because that's just so unusual.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. That one's upstairs, ball 1.
No, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up a first pitch single than to have to waste 6 or 7 pitches on one hitter.
Kyle Manzardo now at the plate.
Too much swing and miss in his at-bats recently. More than 2 strikeouts per game over the last 10.
that's out.
Grab some bench.
One down, base is empty. And that one fouled off.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Up the middle, Rogers. Already 2 out here in the home half of inning number 2.
Batting 7th.
John Kenzie
right
Noel
fielder,
digs
John
in for the
Kenzie
Guardians.
He really needs to start
Noel.
making more contact. Almost 3 strikeouts per game over the last 5.
Swinging a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Outside.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
2 out, space is empty. And the
Ball
1-2
2.
misses to even the count.
2-2 the count.
And that's
Count
outside.
full.
And down on strikes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Guardians fail to score. We'll move to the 3rd with no score. Back here at the ballpark, coming off a tough series offensively, and a look at those numbers. On the ground to first. He'll do it himself, and 1 away in the top of the 3rd. So up next, Chas McCormick. This kid, a 21st round pick out of Millersville University in Pennsylvania. And that's in for a strike. McCormick measures 6 feet even, hitting 9th in today's lineup. And he's usually in center, but today starting in right.
Well, less responsibility for him today, making the move from being the captain of the outfield to moving to right field. So can let his center fielder take those balls in the gap and kind of like a little day off.
Cut on and miss. Curveball struck him out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
That one close, ruled a ball. And the count even 1-1. Fought off foul. Caught him looking for the K. 3 up, 3 down for him there. We move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Fouled off. He was late. The 0-1.
And that's
I
in the
got a
dirt.
ball, 1 strike.
And Naylor swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That
2
one
balls,
not
2
close.
strikes.
And the count is even, 2-2. That one
3 balls,
just
2
misses.
strikes.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hitting the air out to center field. Dubon coming in on it. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's
Batting
one
ninth,
down.
Second baseman, number 40.
Travis Bazzana digs in now. Got it started a little too early. Strike 1.
0-1.
Well, the key to his success is getting ahead early in the count. He cannot afford to go deep in the counts.
0-1.
Doesn't have a ton of swing and miss stuff, so he's going to have to work efficiently.
One down, base is empty. Yeah, that's fouled off. Back foot slider struck him out.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
Trying to bunt his way on. Walker. And safe. He busted it down the line for that infield single.
This is a big part of his skill set, and he puts himself into situations where he can rely on his speed to impact the ball game. And this is just another example of it, and we'll see what else he can do now that he's on first.
Brennan batting for the second time, and that's strike 1.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Strike in there.
No ball, 2
Throw.
strikes.
Save. And the league leader in stolen bases does it again. Siggy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Man on second, 2 down. And a foul ball. He stays alive.
Pretty good pitch there to take a rip at. He wants to get his arms extended. He likes the ball away from him a little bit, just not able to square it up.
That one almost got him.
2 strikes.
2 outs and 1 in scoring position. Popped up. Paredes. He's got it. And that's the inning. Guardians lead 1. Back now at Progressive Field. Here's the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon. On the ground to third. To first, but it pulls him off the bag. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. 1 for 1 with a single so far. Just missed.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
4th inning underway, no score. Outside low, and now 2-0.
2-0 count to a guy like this
No
at the
strike.
plate. You've got to throw a pitcher's pitch. Don't just try to get a strike. He could make you pay.
Outside.
And another ball. Check swing, and he went. And it's 3-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Right side, hard hit. Fires to second for 1. And that's 2.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. 2 outs. Swings and misses, struck him out. Nothing doing there for Houston. Still no score. Bottom of the inning, and now Stephen Kwan. Base knock center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already is bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Ramirez in the box here lets that one go for a ball.
Inside, ball 2.
Well, usually a high level of confidence when you're facing a young pitcher out there on the mound. In this situation, ahead 2-0, he's put himself in a really good spot.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. And a base hit up the middle. Runner stops at second, and the first two reach to start the inning.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Just kept it simple. Played Pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down. Runner in scoring position now, and a good opportunity to push across the first run of the ballgame.
Here's Josh Naylor, and that's outside. This one chopped on the ground, but foul. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. Rounds third, headed for the plate. The throw's offline. He's saved. On the board first, it's 1-0.
That's 3 singles in a row. Couldn't get any air under it, but he smoked that ball back up the middle. Timing was just perfect. Got great wood on it, and there's just no chance for the infielders with how hard he hit it.
So runners at the corners, nobody out. Stepping up for the Guardians, Kyle Mansardo. Swings and misses. And that's strike one.
You know, these Guardians doing a great job, Boog, of just waiting for the right pitch to come their way, and I'm seeing very patient at-bats out of him. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
Cleveland up a run, looking for more. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Got him swinging. He chased the changeup. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill. And now the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. And Cleveland on top 1-0. First pitch misses.
You know, sometimes all it takes is getting to the next arm before an offense does any damage, and that might be the case today.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single. It's 2-0.
Picks himself up an RBI. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Bo Naylor at the plate now. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-1. Now a screamer into the outfield. Dubon pulls it down, and there's 2 down.
Not fooled at all right there. He was clearly all over it, but sometimes you hit it too hard and right at someone. You're looking for one of those bloop hits to get a knock sometimes.
So in now for Cleveland, Travis Bazzana. Check swing, and he went. That's strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball, still 0-2. And that's downstairs and outside.
1 ball, 2
Naylor
strikes.
over at second. Noel on at first with 2 down. Fouls it off, still 1-2. And there's the ball. And that one is lifted in the air. Nabs it, and the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 4 hits. No errors, and a couple left on. On to the top of the 5th we go. It's the Guardians 2. Welcome back. Quite a pitcher's duel so far. Here's how the starters have performed up to this point. Williams back to work. Check swing called strike. That's strike 1. Fastball right back to the mound. Tosses to first, and the leadoff hitter retired in the 5th. So digging in, Jeremy Pena. Gets the call. Strike 1.
0-1.
Just missed.
1-1.
In the air, left side. Kwan moving under this one. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. At the plate is the Astros catcher, Yainer Diaz. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. There's the swing and a miss.
Looking sharp, just a strike away from 5 shutout
2
innings.
strikes.
And that just misses.
Really close pitch down around the knees there, and you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Noel makes the grab, and that's the inning. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. Back now to start the bottom of the 5th, and taking over on the mound, Steven Okert.
And they felt it was time to bring on a left-handed reliever from the pen with the lefty hitter coming up. I think it's a good move. I know I never liked when opposing teams did that to me.
Strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
Ball.
That one missed. All right, Siggy, trivia time. Back when this ballpark opened, 1994, one future Hall of Famer hit the first triple in the park, and another hit the first homer by a Cleveland player. Think you know who they were?
Okay, I know that Ken Griffey Jr. hit the first triple here, but first homer for Cleveland. Give me a hint.
Switch hitter. That's all you're getting.
Oh, dude. Eddie Murray, no doubt.
Bam. Base is empty, 1 away. Last half of inning number 5. And that's down and away.
Last couple of pitches, breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Yeah, big swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
That's a good at-bat right there. He was down early in that plate appearance. Works the walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2 pitch, and I tell you what, he earned that walk.
Runner on at first with 1 gone. Here's the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. He's 2 for 2. First offering, and it just misses.
That's ball 2.
Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Next offering upstairs.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Thomas leads off first with 1 away. Next offering is in for a strike.
And boy, that was the pitch. 3-1. You want to be really aggressive on the fastball.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
First and second, 1 out. Now it's Jose Ramirez. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So 2 away with runners at the corners.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Josh Naylor.
Josh Naylor digs in for the Guardians.
RBI knock for him last time. Now a chance to drive in another run.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a miss. And it's 0-2.
That pitch started in and ended up on the outside edge. Just changing planes and very difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter to track.
Naylor checks his swing. Appeal down to third. Didn't go. Corners are occupied with 2 down. And the next pitch is way outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
And that's in the dirt. And the count is filled up.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. And that is that. Guardians strand a couple, but they're on top 2-0. Here in Cleveland, top 6. And stepping in for the Astros, Brendan Rodgers. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. He sends it out of here, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 2-1. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Chas McCormick, the next to hit. His first at bat was a strikeout. And that's outside. And that is ball 1.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So now back to the top of the order. Daniel
change for the
Schneemann
Guardians.
coming into the game now as the injury
Now
replacement.
playing shortstop.
No outs. Runner at
Number
first.
10.
So now the Astros designated hitter,
Schneemann.
Jose Altuve, in there at the knees.
0-1.
And it's 0-1.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
And a swing and a miss. Making 7 strikeouts for him.
And there's another strikeout, and those are just continuing to pile up. His confidence level has got to be dropping. He's got to find a way to make an adjustment, Boog, get back on track. His team needs him.
Now the number 2 hitter, Mauricio Dubon. Runner on the go. Pitch in for a strike. No throw. He's in there safely. And the tying run is now in scoring position. That missed
1 ball, 1
inside.
strike.
And 1-1.
Pretty frugal guy. He is very efficient with the pitch count in this one.
And that's ripped for a base hit. Coming home. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark and he scores.
Comes through with the RBI. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Air Jordan steps in to take his hat.
Ball 1.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. With the go-ahead run at first, and we're in the top half of the 6th. And another ball.
Home plate umpires trying to tighten things up a little bit.
Swung on, belted. That's back there. And caught on the warning track.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
And now it's Christian Walker. 0 for 2 in this one. And there's a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Swing and a miss. And that is strike 2.
He finds himself in a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way if you can.
That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. 2 outs.
1 ball, 2
This
strikes.
one in the dirt. Swing and a miss, and he is down on strikes for the 3rd straight at bat. They get 2 and draw even again. 6, 7, 8, 2 in the bottom of the 6th. We are tied 2-2. Back now for the bottom of the 6th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Bennett Sousa.
Left-handed batter at the
Number
plate,
62.
and he's been excellent in those matchups this year, so this seems like a calculated move.
Rips one to right, and that's a fair ball. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in, and he greets the new arm from the bullpen with a double.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That can be a really tough pitch to handle, a front door breaking ball, but he did a great job staying in there, keeping that front shoulder closed. He didn't spin off the ball and hook it foul, which happens so many times. A chance now to take the lead, and at this point in the game, that could be a deciding run.
Runner in scoring position, no outs. Now it's the right fielder, Jhonkensy Noel. This one in the air. Paredes makes the catch, and there's one gone.
That was a
Now
good,
batting,
hard fastball
catcher,
with some nice ride up in the zone
Heller.
right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop-up and an easy out for the defense.
So now a pinch hitter for the catcher, David Fry. He gets a chance with a runner in scoring position and one gone. Looks like they want to set up the double play. Intentional walk will make it first and second with one gone.
Now batting, number 40.
2 on, 1 out. Bazana getting ready to hit. Check swing, went around, and that is strike 1.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
2 on, 1 out. Swings through that one for strike 2.
No ball, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, that at bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there, at least to foul something off, extend that at bat.
Daniel Schneemann digs in for the Guardians. Late on that fastball.
0-1.
Two on, 2 outs. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
1 ball.
Squirts away a little bit. No advance. Good job behind the dish. Next pitch downstairs, and it's 2-2.
Great job of laying off those pitches down in the zone to even the count up at 2-2. Such a better feeling for the hitter.
3-2.
Go-ahead run at second here in the bottom of the 6th. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And they're all loaded up.
Well, that sets up a really big at bat in this game. These are the moments when everyone in the stadium gets really locked in.
So bases all loaded up. Thomas will hit next. Walked his first time. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
0-1. Oh, that hit him to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. The run scores from third. It's an RBI single. 3-2. They take the lead. Catcher coming out to check on him. It looked like it got him on his back leg. So you'll wonder if that might be a problem for him in terms of pushing off the rubber.
Yeah, it's a great point, and we'll have to see how he looks. But to me, it appears he's moving pretty well. I think it's just going to sting for a while, but hopefully nothing more.
And now Stephen Kwan puts it in the air out towards left center. Pena pulls it in on the run. So they get one, but end up leaving the bases loaded. We're through 6 full. Guardians 3 and the Astros. Back here in Cleveland, new inning getting started, and stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. The Guardians going with a new pitcher, Cade Smith.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
That's in there. It's 0-1. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. 0-2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. Around second now as they still don't have it. And a great start to the inning. A leadoff triple puts the tying run at third.
Well, that's how you respond. Leadoff man comes up, gets into scoring position. Now there are several ways that they can get this run across.
Runner at third, nobody out. And next to hit for Houston, Jeremy Pena. To the right side. Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. In to score from third. And this game is tied in the seventh. And he'll pull into second safely.
Up next for the Astros, catcher Dimer Diaz.
Go ahead run on base. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Yainer Diaz.
And first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. There's a ball. Throw to third. Save. That wasn't close. And the go-ahead run is now only 90 feet away.
I'd say an aggressive roll of the dice there to steal third in this spot, but they felt good about it, and it worked out. Now the game plan changes a little bit at the plate to get that go-ahead.
Right side. Tag out. They cut down the go-ahead run at the plate.
Now batting.
Well, it's a big-time play by the defense right there to keep this ball game tied. I also think it's a base-running mistake. When you're on third, you got to make sure you can score if it's the go-ahead run. Give the next hitter an opportunity to put you ahead.
Now it's Brendan Rodgers. He's already homered here in this one. Breaking ball through there for a strike.
If you're a base runner, you got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt. Try your best to get into scoring position.
Swing and a high fly ball deep left field. Into the corner, but foul. One away, tie game. Go ahead run stands at first. On the ground, right side. There's one. Return throw to first. Got him. Double play. And that'll do it. So they even it up here as we head for a good finish to this one. Seventh inning stretch time. All tied up at 3 apiece. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the seventh. Brian King.
Well, good luck against this guy. He's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
Here's Jose Ramirez. 1 for 3.
Third baseman, Jose Ramirez.
Late with the swing there. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Brian Abreu up and loosening in the pen. Scott getting loose as well. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. Dubon settles underneath it. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Now batting, designated hitter.
So now here's the DH, Josh Naylor. This to center field. Dubon on the move. Makes the grab on the run. 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Manzardo, the batter now as he swings and misses for strike one.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Rarely will you see a pitcher just waste a pitch like that. The batter wasn't even tempted to swing. Every pitch needs to have a purpose so that it can set up a following pitch to help you get that out.
There's a swing and a drive. And it gets into the corner, but it's foul.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's ball 2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 3 up, 3 down that time. We look ahead to inning number 8. We're at the top of the 8th, and now the right fielder, Chas McCormick. Smith back to work. And a bunt towards third. And it's just foul. That was close. On the ground to third, Ramirez. Zips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th. Here's the former MVP, Jose Altuve. 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. And fouled off. All tied up, and we're in the top of the 8th. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. On the ground to first, but it kicks foul. Altuve swings and connects deep to left. That's back. See you later. And that's how they take the lead. It's 4-3. The brighter the lights, the more he shines.
Yeah, this guy lives for big moments, and right there made a statement big time. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
So up next, Mauricio Dubon. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
On the mound, this is a spot where he's got to treat this as a clean inning. Forget about the home run. Forget about now being behind on the scoreboard. Start fresh and get those hitters back up to the plate as quickly as possible.
Bounced up the middle. Schneemann on the run. Throw to first. And they get the out. 2 outs. Base is empty. Here's Yordan Alvarez. On the ground, and that's just foul. 2 down, nobody on. Slashes this one, and it could be trouble. Around first, heading for 2. In safely, it's a double, and his second hit.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there.
A well-deserved double on a great swing. Got everything going on time. He stayed balanced and he squared it up about as well as you could possibly ask.
Steps off and bluffs a throw at second. Manager out of the dugout. So Cleveland brings on a new reliever, Tim Herron.
And one thing on him, he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
Walker in the box with 2 gone and takes a look at a called strike. Next offering upstairs. Check swing. He went too far and it's a strike. Back and forth we go, a seesaw battle in the late stages of this one. gets a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they pick up a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Astros 4 and the Guardians 3. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Brian Abreu.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
Noel swings through it for strike 1. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
No ball,
Activity in the Houston bullpen. Josh Hader, the closer, getting cranked up for a possible save opportunity.
Ball 1. 1 ball, 2 strikes, the count.
Close one, doesn't get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside.
Chases the fastball up the ladder, struck him out.
Well, he didn't get the call on the mound the pitch before. Felt like he should have had him looking, I think. But, you know, that's good composure right there. He found a way to come back with another good pitch to get him to swing and miss.
And here's the catcher, David Fry. His righty-lefty splits there. Fouled off down the right side.
This guy at the dish excels in 2-strike counts. Got to be careful with him out there on the mound.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Very strong coming out of the pen so far as he punches out the first 2 batters he's faced in this one, getting straight to work. Man, it's talked about a lot, but relievers are just so electric these days. These aren't fun at bats if you're a hitter. I'm so glad I'm retired.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Man, he really sells the changeup with that arm action.
Slider misses outside. Fouls one off. 2-2.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
That one misses, and the count's full. Daniel Schneemann in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. And that one in the air center field. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. All set for the start of the inning. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a chopper out to short. Schneemann zips it across, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. And now the shortstop, Jeremy Pena. Pitches in there. Strike 1. Aaron, in his second season, he throws a slurve, a slider, a four-seamer, and he works in a sinker. Next pitch is outside. Ground ball right side, and foul ball. Crowd locked in right now. 1-run game here in the 9th. And a ball evens the count.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
And there's a ball. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Yainer Diaz. 0 for 3. A fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Fastball for a strike.
Not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
That's hard hit on the line. Stretches out and hauls it in. No runs, no hits. So they turn to their closer, Josh Hader.
Well, he's been hit pretty hard at times this season, as you see with the big ERA. So this is an important outing for him to get on the right track.
Schneeman, the next to hit, takes high for ball one.
Counts 1-0.
And that's through there for a strike. And the count 1-1. One-run game, bottom 9. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
2 strikes.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Slider got him for strike 3. He's 2 outs away. Here's Lane Thomas. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Well, a come-and-get-me fastball right there. He didn't look ready for the velocity. I think it'd be a mistake to throw him anything off speed right here.
Swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
A 1-run lead, and the home team trying to pull it out. Line drive, and a base hit right there.
Well, I'm not saying that play was easy, but it was harder than it needed to be thanks to the bad jump. Those small moments can be costly.
And up next for Cleveland, Stephen Kwan.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
Trying to keep the game alive here in the bottom of the 9th. Here's the pitch. Run around the goal. Pitch is low. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. That's 20 stolen bases for him this season.
Well, it seems like 90 feet is such a big deal in a tight one-run game like this one. Maybe it's a little bit risky, but they felt good about it, and it paid off. Let's see if they can turn this into a big run.
So the tying run at second. Ground ball, Walker. He steps on the bag, and they're down to their last out.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Pivotal at bat now for the dangerous Jose Ramirez. Trying to deliver as the hero. That one ripped, but foul.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is 0-2.
0-2 is the count.
One strike away. Swing and a miss, and that's the ball game.
It's always nice to grab